we're gonna go work on the outhouse. We've been working on this since May. It's pretty much done, but a couple details I want to get done. So when they did the site work, the foundation shifted. So as you can see, the door isn't really closing straight, it's dragging on the deck. So we're gonna level it, but first thing I really want to do is, when I put this together, it was a wet day and there was no gaps in between these boards, but there is now. So hopefully there's no one in there. Just kidding. So I want to put these 1-inch strips on here, sort of make it look nice. So that is what we're gonna work on today. I'll give you a tour of the outhouse. So this was adapted from a plan I found on the internet. I can post the link. But we widened this to 4 feet. I think the original size was like 2 feet or something. It is pretty big, but it made it easy as far as like cutting the plywood because it's 4x4 inside here. So we wanted to make it bigger so that we could have multiple buckets in here because this is a composting toilet. So we're not we don't have a lot of sawdust right now, so we're just storing it up there. But yeah, that's basically it. But we could have 2 buckets on either side with sawdust, or we could have like one toilet that's filled up and we're waiting to dump it. Although we wouldn't let that sit long because it would start to get probably pretty smelly. But that was the theory behind this. I made some vent holes because holy cow does it get hot in here, but they don't really work that well, especially with this being out in the open. It gets pretty toasty in here. So anyway, that's the outhouse. It's very basic design, you'll see in the plans, which is really nice. The plan that we had, she just used like normal plywood siding, but we had this T111 left over from when we built the shed, so we wanted to use it. We only had to buy 1 sheet to do this, and all the rest of the wood I think was mostly what we had left over from the shed. So it's nice not have to spend a bunch of money on an outhouse. We put a gutter on here. We've not put a rain barrel here yet, which we really should, because it looks like sort of eroding the ground. It's probably one of the reasons that it's moved. The other big reason is the site work, but it's also kind of starting to get wet at the bottom. This is getting moldy, so we definitely need to treat it. I was going to paint it with linseed oil. I just have not gotten around to that. It's been so wet this year. And as you can see, the shed still isn't fully painted. So it's just been such a wet year. It's really hard to do linseed oil. It takes a long time to dry. But I'll show you that later. It's a pretty cool product, very environmentally friendly. So anyway, let's get back to this outhouse. Alright, we're going to cut this to 77 inches. That is the height of the door. I already have my mark here. I measured twice, so that I'll only have to cut once. That was pretty painless. Thank God. Let's see how it looks. It's gonna look different. Not bad. Tack that up there and see how that comes out. We got what This is 1.5 inch finish nails. Hopefully those will be long enough. I don't want them sticking through the door, stab you on the other side. Some of the screws are already kind of pokey in there. Okay, I got the first one tacked up. I feel like it looks kind of weird. Maybe it'll look better when I put the rest of them up. Alright, so they're all tacked up. This one was a little weird because the hinges are in the way, so I'll make some short blocks and tack those on. It might look a little strange, but I was gonna put it over them, but I thought that would look weird, so it's an outhouse. Nobody's gonna notice.